Hey Donna, so I hope you're doing well, hope your family's doing well, and I felt guided to perform this short clearing and healing session. And so I'm going to begin by taking in 3 deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. Just feel a divine spark within my heart, expanding out, golden light, surround my heart, fill my chest. As I take this light cord up from my heart, up through my head, through the sky, up through the stars, to the highest dimension until I reach the edge of the universe, connect into source. Feel that oneness, feel that unity and love. Now continue that light cord's journey back down to the stars, to the sky, and down through into my heart. Just filling my whole body with golden source light. As I now take that light cord and continue its journey down through my root chakra, down through the ground, all the way through the layers of the planet, down deeper and deeper until I reach the core of Gaia's heart. And as I connect in my cord to a crystalline heart, I send her so much love, gratitude, and continue connected to Gaia, bringing the cord back up to the layers of the planet, up through the crust, up through my root chakra, up through into my heart. And I expand this light connected above into source and below into Gaia, expand this golden bubble around me, setting the intention of protection, and all the energies and entities of the highest vibration, love and compassion, and with my permission can access it. Now I expand out to bubble around both John and Donna, surrounding Donna's light body with golden light and this protective golden bubble. And now I invite in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel to come into this session, into the space, to heal, protect, and discern. I bring in Donna's higher self, guides, our ancestors, and I bring in my guides, higher self, ancestors, Gaia and Source. And you can hear birds singing in the background. And as I was setting up this session just now, I was seeing Donna being guided to spend time in nature, to sit in the forest, in the woods, in trees, and to also spend time walking with your family, exploring, and to hunt for crystals, to follow your guides' intuition. You know how to do this. To ask your guides where crystals are. And sometimes take like a small tool, like a small spade, and you just need to dig a little bit below the surface sometimes to find them. And this child in you just loves doing this. Your family. And there's a reason that as you connect with, to sit and spend time in nature, perhaps a picnic, or sitting on a bench, or just sitting in the grass or around trees and meditating. And also placing your hand, I see you sat beneath a tree, quite a tall pine tree, and you've got your left hand on the tree, and you're meditating, and what you're doing is just receiving in the messages from the trees as they connect as one, as a hive mind, and you're just getting updated on the news, what's going on in the area, what the soil's like, the wind's like, the water's like, how the trees are feeling. There is like a guardianship, I don't know if that's a word, you're like a guardian of trees and woodland, the animals there. And you listen to these messages to see where you can help the most energetically. And you have many, many gifts. You can connect into them and find out where you should go and clear the water energetically. If there's stillness in water, you can clear darkness or dark patches. Sometimes you'll see dark energies like jumping from tree to tree. They often go up high and they kind of wisp by in the trees, and you're able to clear those out of the trees, out of the areas. And I see like this swirling energy that you can create, quite large. It's like an energetic tornado that you can use to clear and re-energize a space and just help move those energies around, especially in periods of where there's little wind or movement. And that the birds sing to you when you do this. It's almost like a magical song, like a fairy, an elemental song that you hear playing as you're making this, and you can sing that song yourself. And just hum it when you walk, you're out there. And I'd like one of Donna's guides to step forwards and just assist with any clearing or healing that she requires at this time. And there is a giant stepping forwards, a giant human, like a humanoid. This is a giant from long ago, when giants existed in the UK and England, protectors of sacred sites. This was one of your roles. Excuse me. And I think just that memory holds a little bit of anxiety for you still to be healed. And there's this very caring, loving, nurturing aspect of the giant. And she would like to just turn to your body now, and we're going to run an energy scan. So putting our arms above your head, and I'm just bringing in source light now above your head. And just slowly bringing that source light down, setting the intention to heal and clear as it comes down now through your crown chakra. Just nice and clear, down the third eye is clear. Down through your throat chakra, just removing some blockages. There's some self-worth work that needs healed, that you can do, speaking your truth, your unique truth, and just removing these small attachments now. And Archangel Michael is collecting these and taking them up to source. Thank you for your lessons. Okay. And now just continuing down through the heart. And your heart chakra is open, and there's a lot of excitement. I see it moving and swirling. It sounds, to me, it's almost like a grinding noise as your chakra is spinning. And it's like it needs oiled. It's funny to say, what is it that's slowing this heart chakra? And their guide is pointing to your past, where there was darkness it was a war that you fought protecting a sacred site in England. Perhaps it was near Glastonbury, I don't know. I don't know exactly where. Your guide's saying the names change. They change a lot, and the site is no longer there, but the land is still there. And your guide is saying that you should visit these places that you're drawn to whenever you get the chance to visit a sacred site, and just put your hands on the trees, on the stone, go barefoot and ground. Just take time to listen to what your heart says, what you feel. This is a good practice to do wherever you are. And ask to see those past lives, and ask to see the healing that's required. And I'm just being made aware of a dark entity. Am I right here? This dark entity is quite scared of you, but it has been hanging around, and it is wounded by this battle from the sacred site that you protected in Glastonbury, and you wounded it because it killed your physical form, but you had many psychic gifts, and when you attacked it, you attacked it both psychically and physically, and you actually fragmented part of its soul. And it's like it's wandering now to try and find that fragment itself, and it's lost. And it's very sorry. And it's just saying, I have lived for so many years. It feels like 1,000 years, around 1,000 years in this torment. Oh, and it's asking for your forgiveness, because your forgiveness will allow it to, it's like the closure of your gift. It'll allow it knows how to reconnect its soul again. And it will allow it to return to the light. And to do this, your guide is showing me that we can do this now, but that you should also practice this once or twice is all that it will take, just to help this other soul find its fragment. And so to do this, place your hand on your heart. So this left hand is receiving, and the right hand is giving into your heart. And go back to that time 1,000 years ago when you were being attacked. And there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of noise, and there's a lot of pain as you were being attacked. But as you were lying on the ground before your final blow, you had reached up your hand and sent out this blast of energy that distorted the attacking soul's phase. It like ripped it into two phases, which is why it's fragmented. And just now that time has passed, just say, this is for 1,000 years. this is for 1,000 years. This is for 1,000 years. And then just allow that to stop. That 1,000 years is now past. I'm just asking your guide, why would you punish a soul for 1,000 years of torment? And your guide saying it's karma. In that moment that you felt such strong rage and fear and anger, and so many of your loved ones had died, and you knew you were about to die. It was like your psychic roar that you let out, and it was karma stepped in at that point to almost like amplify, and it was to make this soul that you're attacking, make them pay for. It was like they lived for hundreds of years and they caused just such destruction. And so your gift was used to rebalance this. I'm just seeing the soul, this dark soul now standing there as a woman. She's a woman she's had many forms and many lives, but I now see her as like a woman in white. And it's like long white hair. It was blonde, but it's long and white, and she has like long clothes, almost like a cape, and then like long baggy sleeves, and she looks very peaceful now, and she's waving, just like, yes, just like the greeting that many had at that time. Oh, she's waving to me as I also lived at that time. Hello. And she's just thanking, this is the complete soul of her, and she's just thanking you for the lesson of this karmic lesson of torment for 1,000 years. She's saying she forgives you, and she knows that you still have some work to do to forgive her, and that she does not mean any harm to you or your family. That's why she's always kept her distance. But you are aware of her. And sometimes that makes you a bit nervous. And if, so she's saying, please repeat this process of what we just covered. You can watch this back in the video and repeat that 2 or 3 times. And she said she would like to talk with you, that she can show you it's hard to describe what I'm seeing. I almost see like a spider. It's like an energetic spider with the center of its body and like almost like a plasma body, and then the legs coming out either side. This energy flowing through it. I think she's saying she can show you how you can manipulate energy through every living thing and just help develop that gift. And it comes from your heart. I'm seeing like the inside of your physical human heart, like this spark, like pumping this beautiful, energetic, like love energy. And she says she knows that you will discern whether it's right to connect with her or not, whether you resonate with it, because there is fear attached with her. You have fear of her soul because she is very powerful, but that you are sovereign and that you can decide whether you ever communicate with her or not, and that she will honor that. You don't ever need to talk to her again. You can ask her to leave permanently. That's also fine. Archangel Uriel is just standing there, and he's just saying, ask me for help. So when you talk to your heart and you ask for discernment and you ask to feel whether it's the right thing to do to communicate with a soul, ask Archangel Uriel as well to help with that discernment. He has an amazing shield and a sword, and he can point with his sword and say, yes, go ahead with that, and hold up a shield and say like, no. know to stop, and so you have this power to this yes and no. It's beautiful. The previously dark soul, now I'm not sure what to call her, is just stepping back now. In fact, she's returning to. She's off on a journey. She's just saying, I'm returning to the lifetimes I had where I had so much darkness, and she said she's just revisiting those and seeing what she can do to heal them herself. And my attention's been brought back to your light body, and I'm just seeing there's such a kind of cultivation of light in you now. It's like it's running up through your veins, this energy. Both at this time, like it's a reflection of the inner work that you're doing, and the acknowledgement of your healing and your growth, and also seeing that it's really beautiful, and that you should be so proud of yourself. Your guides are so proud, like clapping their hands. It feels like you're cautiously stepping forwards in your journey, and they see this as good, like it's brave. And just to encourage you to continue to do that, to continue to open up your heart, to continue to meditate each day, and yes, connect with the sun, like the source of your energy, and to connect into Mother Earth, and just to continue to find space each day to do that. I feel this like such a release. Like when you ground, is just like incredible. It's almost like you connect the sun and the earth together. That is a true gift. That is so beautiful. And just to know that you're loved, that you're always loved. Your guides are always with you. You can just ask for their help. Ask for help. Ask them questions. Say them out loud. Listen to your heart as an answer. Feel them. There's a lot of strong energy coming through my hands right now from your guides to communicate with us more. Ask for help. It's why we're here. It's a free will universe, so they can't do it for you. You have to ask. And ask to learn more about your past lives as you visit sites. And when you're connecting with trees and nature, you can also ask the same thing. You can always do this. And then I just seem to be seeing at the end now, like the planet Earth, and just saying, the planet Earth, you are the planet Earth, and the planet Earth is of you. Such a blessing. So I'd like to leave this protection in place, and this healing, clearing. And I would like to thank Donna's guides, higher self, source, ancestors, Gaia, archangels, my guides, higher self, ancestors. I'd like to leave the protection in place, for this session, and bring this meditation to a close. Thank you. Wow. That was epic. I didn't expect it to be so long and so detailed, but that is so beautiful. You have such amazing gifts, and so beautiful to see you connecting with them every day and just stepping into them more and more. And just encourage you to practice, and do reach out for help. Ask for help whenever you need it, from your guides, from me, from other beautiful souls that you know. This is such a magical time, and it's a great time for us all to connect more with each other, and to share gifts, and to see how unique each of us are. You can't label our gifts. They're like, each one of us is so unique. So hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any questions, let me know. And please do drink plenty of water, and get plenty of rest. Have a beautiful weekend. Thank you. Send my love.